Let's begin with a story about how software product management can go wrong. Okay, now, let's imagine this situation. You just took the role of product owner, leading your software development team that will be building a product for a client you just met. Your client envisioned a revolutionary new software system that connects hundreds of thousands of end users every day. The deadline is set for 6 months from today. You are excited, and this is a big chance for you to show off what can you do. Now you've met your team, contracts have been signed, and everything has been set into the moon. So what's next? To control this situation, you figure out the best thing to do would be to map out exactly what your client needs. So you just schedule a meeting and sit down with them face to face. You ask them what they would like to see in the final product. The client gives you a quick list with interesting ideas, and you are on your way. Your developers begin to buzz about how they will tackle the problem. And they each choose a few features to develop, and everyone goes off to their own thing. So the project seems to be off to a productive start. So fast forward 3 months. Your client emailed you asking to meet you in person for a demo of what you've done so far. Now, all of a sudden, it dawns on you that you have no real idea where you are in the project. You approach your developers for updates, and they excitedly tell you what they are working on. They reassure you that their part will be done on time. And you tell them that the client would like a demo. Everyone's mood changes to panic. They say that we haven't integrated any of our functionality yet, and it's going to take at least a week for me to finish debugging my code. I didn't know we had a demo coming up, and so on. Now you're panicking because you have to tell your client you have nothing ready to demo. And surely your client will understand. And after all, software development is more an art than a science. With half the project resources spent, things seems to be going nowhere fast. You can barely see what we will complete next week, when client deadline comes around for the demo. Another 2 months fly fast. You are now just 4 weeks away from the delivery deadline. The team is in full-on panic mode, and one of your developers hasn't been at work for 2 weeks. And their code has become a bottleneck for your entire system. So you try to assign another team member to work on it, but he can barely understand the original code work. So nothing meaningful is going to happen. Now you're making up for the lost time you have never had in the first place. It's 2 weeks until the first demonstration of your product, and your team is under incredible pressure. Everyone has been working throughout the night writing and testing code. You have thrown all the best coding practices out the window just to save time. And you're hoping the client won't discover these few bugs you just cannot afford to have anyone spend any more time trying to fix. And deadline is rapidly approaching. You have no choice but to ask your client for an extension of some kind. You know that they are not going to be happy. But what other choices do they have other than say yes? So you buy yourself just some extra time. However, they still want to see what you have done so far. So 2 weeks later, a demo day. Through foggy eyes, your team has slapping together a rough demo of the product. So everyone is nervous, and their only relief is to think this project will be soon over. And that is until the client starts tearing this whole thing apart. This client says, "I've never asked for this. What's the purpose of this feature? Why did you decide to put this element here? I cannot show this to my customers." And it becomes heartbreak. What they are demanding is going to create much more work. Why couldn't they be more specific from the beginning? The project is late enough already. Can it survive another 4 months? Can you survive another 4 months? Now, instead of taking that great vacation you had planned with your family, you are stuck in your office banging your head against a keyboard, wishing that there were a better way. So delivering on demand as you needed, You have to learn how to take control of your project from the very beginning so nothing creeps you on. You have to learn how to manage your project effectively and collaboratively, so everyone on your team is aware of what is going on. Business today runs on software, and every company has internal application for controlling day-to-day operations. And a growing number of companies are reaching externally to customers throughout website and mobile apps. To be successful in meeting business goals, companies need competent product owners that can deliver a digital asset necessarily to operate in the 21st century.